Basketball isn't easy. All my life, I've been striving to make myself better. It's a full-time commitment. To be the best, you have to work the hardest. You have to chase what seems impossible over and over and over again. Because giving up, it's not an option.
Haters been counting me out, I'm counting my views and loading my clicks. You say my name, you on the list, I'm checking them twice and I'm cooking them quick. Real takes is dying, the fake ones is lit. YouTube is off balance, I'm back on my itch. St. Louis dirty, big art, sports dirty, that's how I like you all on my itch. I won't take a sip, I'm hitting blunts whenever it's lit. Not popping no pills, but do as you wish. I roll with the winners, I love them to death. I got a few friends, not all of them rich. What good is the channels, my brothers is broke. What good is the panels, my dogs can't sit. I'm on my mission, that's why I can't quit. Just like Lebron, get my niggas no chips. Just put the G-Shot back on my wrist. These shoes came with Reaves, he gave me a gift. Back when YouTube hosts praying like this. They act like the legends cannot coexist, but I never beef with a streamer for nothing. If I spoke a YouTube, it's gonna be legit. It won't be for clicks, it won't be for fame. See to the OGs, I'm thanking you now. Was watching YouTube, you was paid in the ground. Got my own cadence, I got my own style. I studied the greats, I'm the greatest right now. If you don't fuck with me, you ain't got a choice. Did my own thing, still made all that noise. I had to be different, I met my intentions. Now big on sports, got a voice.
Basketball isn't easy. All my life, I've been striving to make myself better. It's a full-time commitment. To be the best, you have to work the hardest. You have to chase what seems impossible over and over and over again. Because giving up, it's not an option.
Haters been counting me out, I'm counting my views and loading my clicks. You say my name, you on the list, I'm checking them twice and I'm cooking them quick. Real takes is dying, the fake ones is lit. YouTube is off balance, I'm back on my itch. St. Louis dirty, big art, sports dirty, that's how I like you all on my itch. I won't take a sip, I'm hitting blunts whenever it's lit. Not popping no pills, but do as you wish. I roll with the winners, I love them to death. I got a few friends, not all of them rich. What good is the channels, my brothers is broke. What good is the panels, my dogs can't sit. I'm on my mission, that's why I can't quit. Just like Lebron, get my niggas no chips. Just put the G-Shot back on my wrist. These shoes came with Weezy, he gave me a gift. Back when YouTube hosts praying like this. They act like the legends cannot coexist, but I never beef with a streamer for nothing. If I spoke a YouTube, it's gonna be legit. It won't be for clicks, it won't be for fame. See to the OGs, I'm thanking you now. Was watching YouTube, you was paid in the ground. Got my own cadence, I got my own style. I studied the greats, I'm the greatest right now. If you don't fuck with me, you ain't got a choice. Did my own thing, still made all that noise. I had to be different, I met my intentions. Now big on sports, got a voice.
What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? It's your boy Big Art. We back in the building. We in the building. What it do? We back with another live stream today, man. What it do, man? Hopefully everybody having a good day today. Whether you're at work getting money, whether you're at the crib taking care of your fam, doing what you gotta do to get through the day. Hopefully you're having a good day today, man. I know I am. But what's good, everybody, man? We got a lot of breaking news today, a lot of news to talk about, man. Hey, your boy's vertical. My first vertical stream. Let's see how I go. Let's see how I play. Let me know if y'all like it in the chat. Appreciate everybody who rolled up from the jump. But, man, what's good, man? Welcome back to Big Art Sports, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button on y'all way in. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We here every week. Let's get it. What's up, y'all? What it do, man? We got topics today, man, because, hey, breaking news. Anthony Davis cleared to play against Memphis. Never was a doubt. You know what I'm saying? Came out today, did an interview after practice. I read is I don't know what, but, you know, he looking good spirit. So he's back to being AD. So let's get it. We're going to be at full, as much as full strength as we can be with AD back. But then my nigga Dolph sent me something, posted something on the community. Apparently, Christian Wood was in the ramp up, you know what I'm saying, progression to play. They had a setback. So they shutting them down and reevaluate them in 4 weeks. 4 weeks, yo. Another month. I think this is a classic case of somebody trying to come back too early because the initial reports was that he was going to be out closer to Christmas anyway, right? But then he came out and was like, well, I feel good. I think I could probably come back a little early. And they probably let him ramp up. Then all of a sudden, boom, setback. Said he had knee soreness. He woke up the next day with knee soreness. So they shutting him down for another month. We keep hearing about these knee soreness problems that the Lakers keep having, bro, with these players who can't even get to a ramp up. I was like, come on, man, what are we doing, bro? So that kind of made me upset. We supposed to be getting our players back so we can have more of a bench and more of a rotation, right? But ain't no word from Vando. Then the first news we got about Christian Wood is bad news. So that's not good at all, man. But that's gonna be a topic for today as well as Anthony Davis on the comeback. Said he ain't never wearing goggles. He said he wore goggles for like 20 seconds last year and he hated it. But hey, I don't think he need goggles, nothing like that. But he said he ain't never wearing goggles. But if we know he fight through getting hurt, play through injuries, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna come back and drop 40 against Memphis tomorrow. And I already know what it is. It's time for AD to win his MVP award, y'all. We got to be well above 500. This team has to be well above 500 for any awards to be given out to anybody. So let's get it. Let's come on, man. Let's go on a win streak. Let's go. So the Lakers off to a 6-4 start. First 10 games of the season. That could be looked at as good, or that could be looked at as bad, or that could be looked at as neither. You know what I'm saying? If you're indifferent, then I understand 6-4 is really close to 5-5 being an average team. We to be slightly above average. You know, a lot of people pick 6-4, but I picked 7-3. One game off. I'd much rather be 7-3. We had chances to be 7-3. That Detroit game, we lost against Memphis. Memphis blew us out. Man, Cleveland blew us out. And then I think our other loss was to Phoenix the second time. So that was our 4 losses. Our 6 wins was against, let me see, Philly. I know we beat Philly, Toronto twice, so that's 3. And then we won our first 3 games of the season against Minnesota, Phoenix, and Sacramento. So that's our 6-4 record. We got a few good teams in there that we beat. We got a few teams in there that we should have won against. 6-4 is not too bad, and it's not too good. So I'm down. I ain't mad at it. But hey, 6-4 is better than 4-6, man. But I would love to be 8-2 right now. I can strongly make the case to be 8-2, especially because AD missed the game against Memphis. I think he would have changed the tide of that game, just like we're gonna see tomorrow. Cleveland, they were too good. But that game against the Pistons, we definitely should have won that game. So that's 2 wins I think we could have got that we fell short on. But hey, 6-4 is not too bad. I ain't mad at it. I'd rather be 6-4 than 2-10 like we used to be. Sure. And another interesting point I want to bring up today, with how this team is coming to be formed out, how this team is forming out. I want to pose the question about trading Rui instead of D'Lo. If D'Lo, I think D'Lo can keep being impactful coming off the bench. And I think if we would like to move Rui to the bench, he wouldn't have that same impact. Say Vanderbilt came back, all of a sudden you want to start Vanderbilt because Rui just can't get right. That'd mess up everything. That'd be the same thing Darvin Ham did. We had Cam Reddish and Vando the same lineup again. I ain't buying that. I'm not buying that. I'm not. So for a different kind of, I guess, small forward, power forward maybe, kind of hybrid who could space the floor, who could shoot threes. I I would love to get. I would love if we would have got Nas Reed. But man, that's neither here nor there. But somebody like that for Rui, somebody who can maybe start, somebody who can come in and impact the game. But man, Rui is starting to be the odd man out. Everybody's falling into their roles. Everybody's, you know what I'm saying, striving. The pecking order seems to be um, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and then Austin Reaves. That's our big three. And everybody else need to hit their shots when they get them, play great defense, and don't turn the ball over. Rui, and we know this about Rui too. He go on cold streaks sometimes where it be 5-6 games where he be 2 for 7, 1 for 6. You know what I'm saying? 3 for 10, and then he'll stop shooting. Rui is one of the people who will stop shooting if he don't have it going. So I want to see what y'all thinking about trading Rui, who we can get for Rui, and keeping D'Lo because he works off the bench, and we need punch off the bench for real. Austin Reaves, emerging, like I said, number 3 option on this team. Last game, 27 points, 22 points in the second half. The AD went out when he got scratched in the eye. He went out. Him and Brian turned up and won us that game. Dr. Connect came in and hit a couple threes or 3, you know what I'm saying, to spark a run. But I see he could take a jump. I don't know about defensively. I think if he keep giving maximum effort, he'll be okay. Especially if we keep playing perimeter defenders next to him like Cam Reddish. So if Austin Reaves can have some kind of pressure defensively taken off of him, where he can put that energy into the offense and bump his average up to over 20, close to 20, 19, 20, 21, that's a third option. That's a very good third option on this team. So, and I think he can be consistent enough. He is a consistent scorer, player. His field goal percentage and his 3-point percentage stays. So, it's just, hey, if he can if they can take some of the load off of him getting cooked all the time, bro, it could work. It could work. It could definitely work, my G. Yes, sir. And our next 10 games, you know, we called the next first 10 games. Everybody say they want to go 10 games at a time. So to wrap it up, later on, we're going to do the next 10 games and see how we going to finish 20 games in, a quarter of the way through the season. And, hey, I might do 12 just to make it a quarter official. Because I want to see, man, hey, a quarter of the way through the season, we finish, 12-8? That's not good, right? But if we finish, you know what I'm saying, hey, 15 or let me see. We need first 20 games. We got 4 losses. I'm going to bring up the schedule here in a minute. I ain't going to get into it right now. 20 games in, bro, we need to be like 14-6 or something, bro, for real. For real. But that's our topics for today. I'm going to say what's up to everybody, man. I'm going to drop this link. Let y'all come up here and rap with your boy, man. And let's get to it like it's nothing to it, man. Y'all know how we do, man. Y'all hit that like button on y'all way in, too, man. For real. Yes, sir. We got Skinner, man, in the building. What it do, my G? What it do? Hey, man, the Lakers, bro. I think we can go on a win streak, bro. We beat Memphis, bro. I'm gonna read y'all the next few games, bro. I think we go on a win streak for real. Because we got a first-year coach, I think we got to take the season in increments for real. We got Nathaniel in the building. What up, Nathan, man? What it do, my G? Tell him, man. You have to have another off day. You hear me? Critical thinking in the building. Shout out to the artillery gang, man. Real talk, bro. What it do, critical, man? And we got my nigga D Bonner in the building, man. I appreciate you, man. You the realest. Shout out for the $5 super chat. Say what up, Arden family. What's good with it, General, man? Another day, another stream. Talk about our Lakers, man. Hopefully this stream will be a little more positive than the last one, but I think it will be. Because some people thought John Wick, that AD was going to be out forever and wanted to talk crazy. I want to see if John Wick come on my stream today because he showed Duck the Smoke the other day. He talked all that stuff, had all that opportunity to come on my stream, D-Bonner, bro. He didn't even come on here, but didn't want to go run his mouth. Went to a safe space. Come on, man. What it do, though, man? Well, shout out to D-Bonner, man. Appreciate you, bro. Yes, sir. Skinner said he like how the Lakers are playing right now. 6-4, man. 6-4 is going to make people feel a lot of different ways. That's what I learned over the last 24, 48 hours. He got a lot of people thinking that we're going to be all right. He got a lot of people thinking we're nervous because we middle of the pack. So I can't wait to see what we're talking about today. For real, for real. Like that, he said, Big R Sports, what's up? I'm excited for our Lakers tomorrow. That's going to be a test. They got us last game, so hopefully the Lakers come out with an answer. And because they one of them teams in the West where it might come down to a tie record because their record ain't that good neither. I think we got a better record than Memphis, if I'm not mistaken. So we got to make sure we take care of business, bro. Okay, you can't let teams get up on us in the standings or head-to-head. Nicholas Brown in the building, man, the hardest working moderator on YouTube. What it do, Nicholas Brown in the building? He said, man, like, share, and subscribe to the channel and continue to support on the road to the next milestone. 3K on the way. I'm almost there. Let's get it. DJ Killer in the building. What up, Killer, man? What's the business, yo? Hey, I ain't gonna talk about JJ Redick today. I'm not. If I do, it's gonna be in a good way. I'm gonna stop that tomfoolery. Big facts, again. Against good teams, man. But that's the thing. On the road, we sucked. At home, we was good. Especially good. We was good against good teams at home, and we was bad against bad teams on the road. And then against the good teams on the road, we got mollywop. So let that sink in. I think this team is good. That's why I say we got to take this season by increments, because I think with the new coach and the new style of play, we can progressively get better and be at our streak, at our you know what I'm saying, at our best towards the end of the season, where we got a nice high seed, hopefully 4th, we higher than 6, and we ain't got to worry about the play-in. Everybody healthy, you know, and we gonna make some noise, bro. We got too much shooting, we got too much star power, and too much just, man, we can make some noise, bro. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different either, yo. MC Two Wheels. What up, Dante, man? Shout out to Dante for the first donation he's ever made to this channel. I appreciate the $1.99, man. I ain't see no message on there, so I'm gonna assume you just said what's up. So what's up with it, my G? Said Vegas ain't even hit their strides yet. Nope, that's it. We gonna see though. We gonna see. I want to see what. Hey, I've been screaming for the game where everybody had to have a good game, where we just look like world beaters, where we are playing at our best. All our shots are falling. Everything's going right for us. It happens to teams all the time, and I don't think we had it yet. We didn't have it for a quarter or so. I want to have it for a whole game where we just shoot lights out and that's like a blowout. We ain't had a blowout in a minute, bro. We had to do super things in the fourth quarter, the third quarter and stuff. Oh, yeah, and the in-season tournament, the Emirates Cup starts today. So if y'all interested in that, we can talk about that too as well. So this tournament going to tell us. The tournament, it is what it is. We win it again. We win it again. I'm going to stand on it. I like it because it makes teams play harder and you get the best out of teams. Ain't nothing wrong with teams playing harder earlier in the year. Remember, niggas used to wait till Christmas. But not no more. So nobody want to get embarrassed. Nobody want to lose. So I think it's good for the NBA. He said, John, what do you say? Tournament don't mean nothing. We saw how they played after that was straight. Yeah, but I think that now It's a second year in. Teams know how to be. I ain't saying that we gonna win it again, nothing like that. But that's the thing, though. The opposite of that John Wick is losing regular season games. Right? If we're trying to get to a certain standing, if we're trying to be out of a play-in, right? Why are we wasting the games talking about, oh, we don't want to win the in-season tournament? These are regular season games, my G. Last time I checked, niggas want to win every regular season game, no matter what's on the line. So it means something. It always meant something. It just means a little bit more now. J. Lou in the building. What up, J. Lou, man? What's good with it, G? He said, keep Rui. Man. He gotta come alive here in a minute, bro. Because he had the first 3. I give him 3-4 games. He was cool. Shot was falling, shooting high percentages, taking advantage of what he needs to do on the court. But the last 5 games, bro, he's been trash. Y'all know I don't even call players trash, but man, it wasn't worth it, bro. And I'm just like, when you move a player and it works, right? Because D'Lo, everybody know D'Lo was the first one up to be traded. But we end up moving him to the bench to help our bench out, and it's working. He can still give us 17 points off the bench, bro. 17 points in the start lineup. I'm cool with it. For sure. So I don't know. I might still be on the fence between trading Rui or D'Lo. So I see one of them helping the team, and the other one just out there getting cardio. H2O in the building. What up, Kevin, man? What it do, my G? He said, what's good, big boy? Keep D'Lo and Rui. He said, if they so-called big 3, Bro, AD, and AR, then Rui and D'Lo can just do what they do. Do not get rid of either, because D'Lo and Rui will get better. Okay, all right. That's a good take. You know, maybe D'Lo is kind of getting out of his slump, and maybe Rui just need to do the same. But I told y'all earlier, I want to see a game where ain't nobody in no goddamn slump. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody can be or have a high shooting percentage. Maybe I'm asking for too much. Maybe I'm asking for a long, you know what I'm saying, something that we can't do yet. All I'm asking is play. I want to see us play great basketball. Maybe not like a well-oiled machine, but I want to just see us play really good basketball that show us that what we are at our best. I ain't seen that game yet. And our record is 6-4. Mark, what up, Marquise? He said, Rui better do something to help. I agree. I most definitely agree, bro. He got to do something to help. He just can't be out there getting cardio, bro, and getting blow-bys on defense. So he more in the post, yeah. Or he be cutting too, you know what I'm saying? But if you reduce to getting buckets like a Vando got to get buckets, then hey, come on, man. They collapsing on him because they know he put the ball on the ground. It could be a bad turnover or it could be a dunk. You never know. That's Rui. That's not my problem with Rui, though. My problem with Rui is the inconsistency. The every other night going 2 for 7 and 2 for 9 and all of that, bro. That's what we can't do. Nico in the building. What up, Nico, man? What it do, my G? What are they? So this team is still bad. It still has flaws. Don't let the record fool you. We're going to get into that too, man. I want to hear all about that because I'm not one to act like we don't have flaws. I want to just see what we can do to fix them. You know? That's why I asked, is Rui going to be a flaw this year? Because sometimes he disappears. And I think the upside ain't siding, ain't being there, ain't there. I don't know. Rui got high upside. I keep hearing Rui got upside, but I'm just like, show me. So he needs to turn it around. Jermaine Berry. What up, Jermaine, bro? Said his 80 playing tomorrow. Yes, sir. And with never a doubt. That's why you don't listen to niggas like John Wick, bro. You hear me? Well, download the app then, punk. Oh, let me stop. I know, okay. So sometimes I guess when it's vertical and like you knew, so like this is my first time, you got to download the Stringer app. But I thought you had it anyway. Well, I guess not. I guess when it's the regular way, the horizontal way, you pretty much just go through the Chrome or through the Explorer, whatever. But I appreciate it, man. Download the app, bro. Everybody hit the link. Because once it's blue, you'll be able to hit it, bro. You hear me? What up, Bound 2? What it do, my G? Says salute, man. Get them likes up. Appreciate that, man. Get them likes up, y'all. H2O said, plus you still have Max, man. Max is out of there. I was a high on Max Christie, and he had let me down. Dude, I thought dude would show improve a little more than what he did this year. JJ had him on a short rope. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not mad at that. You're supposed to. So hopefully he get another opportunity and do better. But hey, it is what it is. Shout out to Baller's Life in the building, man. What up, Ball? What it do, my G? What's good with it? He said Nicholas full of what? Why you say that, bro? All right, let me see. I'm gonna drop this link down here on this new vertical tip. Let me see how many people can get up here. He said, JJ cool, it's the role players inconsistent. I know, but when D'Lo went back to the bench, he gave us a little more consistency. So I'm not mad at that, bro. I'm definitely not mad at that. All right. Like a fan for life in the building. What it do, my G? Yes, sir. Listen, ninja. Ninja. Yes, sir. Chris Jones in the building. What it do, man? Shout out to the artillery gang, man. I'm not gonna say that word, Nico, because I bet you it's a curse word. It's in Spanish. This team is I'm like, see, no, you trying to get me shut down, bro. Chris Jones said a lot of work Brian ain't do again. Yeah, but you know that's how we rock. You know what I'm saying? 80 gonna do the heavy lifting. And Brian gonna chip in when he can, do what he need to do, be efficient in what he do. And Austin Reaves gonna come through. He gonna be the shot maker. He gonna be the 3-point maker. He gonna be the ball handler, the primary ball handler at times. I really think him and Brian is gonna share the point guard duty. So we might have Brian back at the point guard for a little while. It might look like that on like when you see the starting lineup, you'll see Austin and Cam. But if you really trip, you'll see Brian initiating the offense, getting a lot of assists, doing a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? John Wick in the building, man. Hey, man. I don't like you right now, bro. So you better.
Hey, I just had to download the app, Art, because I had to come up here. I said it's been a while since I've been on. Can you hear me clearly? First of all, can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, you sound cool.
Okay, yeah. So I had to download the app, and it's simple. You download the app, you just sign through Google in case somebody has a problem. I had to download the app because I guess the vertical stream make you do that or whatnot, Art. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So DJ Killer, you have to go download the StreamYard app because when you do it horizontally, it just lets you go through. You know what I'm saying? Google or whatever. But vertical, I guess you got to download the app, bro. So please download the app, y'all. I know y'all got a million apps on y'all phone, but y'all use StreamYard anyway. So download that. Hey man, John Wick, what's your problem, bro?
What you talking about, man? You gotta elaborate a little bit for me, man.
Man, you know what you be saying, bro.
Calling out these Lakers, I mean, you gotta call them out. I can't. And look, if I see anything with this team that's a replicate of anything of the past 2 to 3 years, I'm calling it out. That's from AD. I've been calling out LeBron, as you said. I've been calling out everybody. D-Lo, Reaves. I've been calling out everybody. So if I see anything from the past, I'm calling it out. If I see inconsistency, if I see no improvement, which we haven't, in my opinion. They are 2 games over 500 in the West, but they're still like one of the mid teams in the West still with their winning record. So yeah, like if there's anything that I see a replica again of the past few seasons, I'm calling it out.
Okay, now other than a championship, right?
Right.
What do you need to see that will make you think that okay, this team is serious. This team can do something. What do you need?
First of all, I got to be improving on this roster. First, that's number one. I mean, the roster is still the same. Nothing has changed. Still the same players. People saying Reaves and these guys improving. I mean, what has he improved in? I mean, he's had great games like this for the past year and a half, almost 2 years now since the 2023 playoff. We've seen him and D-Lo play great in the regular season, and they even play good in some big games. Both of them do, but the consistency in the playoffs over these past couple years have said otherwise, right? That is my problem. The roster hasn't changed, so you can't expect it. Insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results.
Well, this is sports, John Wick. This is sports, right? Basketball, nothing's the same. That's one of the beautiful things about sports. There's always an off season and it always starts over. And at the beginning, anything is possible. You heard Kevin Garnett.
What KG said?
What I'm saying right now is that we're 6-4 at the 10 games in. I think nobody will be upset with that.
Right.
Right. You never thought AD could play like this, did you?
Well, he played like this last year, didn't he? I mean, some people think
What?
Everybody was saying
what?
Everybody last year was saying AD. There was literally a long stretch that he went through last season, and everybody was saying he was dominating like every. This is a fact. Last season he had a long stretch where he was playing well, MVP level. Am I lying? Did he not play? Did he not play like this last season?
Anthony Davis had a great season last year, right? Averaging 24 points, almost 13 rebounds, almost 3 blocks a game, so on and so forth. But I know he had a great year last year.
Okay.
Right? But Anthony Davis has an 8-point jump in points per game. 8 points, bro. If any other player had an 8-point jump, he'll be most improved player. Anthony Davis can win MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and the most improved. What are we talking about?
Well, that's the thing. Well, let's get to this. Yeah, let's have this discussion. Let's get to this MVP thing because I think this is where we as fans, like right now, if you go check the MVP standings and Defensive Player of the Year standings. Well, first the MVP. Let's start with MVP. He just dropped to number 3. Yeah. Now, I don't agree with. I don't see how fast he dropped after one game, but these are the things that voters, that peers, when you're constantly knick-knack, I'm telling you, I don't think he's respected as far as from the voters' perspective.
No, that's false.
Right now is
that's
Jokic.
False. That is 100%
false. Right
bro.
now is Jokic. He's leading right now currently. It's Tatum, and then it's Anthony Davis. I don't know how the hell AD dropped that. I even said,
Okay,
I think he
so
dropped that
they
third
have
after
some
one
kind of
game.
respect for
How?
him, though, right? If he's
You said what?
third, right, formally one, right, and it's going to be a back, and he's going to be in the race, right? That's respect right there. Just because certain people didn't have respect for him while he was getting hurt doesn't mean the voters did.
No,
right?
the voters don't,
Did,
because
right?
the voters don't vote for him.
So when they are voting for him this year, right, based off his health, then that's what they're gonna do. My thing is, bro, hold on, John. My thing is, bro, when he's showing y'all that how dominant he can be, right? I could show the tape. I could give you numbers. I can give you everything. But you just said that last year he was doing this last year when it's clearly not even close, bro.
Yeah, but he missed games and he was getting knick-knack injuries. That's why he didn't get voted for. That's why he fell out the race, because he was still getting knick-knack injuries and was still missing games. He's not going to get voted for.
When?
He played 76 games last. He said 70.
He plays, you know what? 76 games, bro. You don't get to talk about nobody's injuries, John Wick.
Was that LeBron?
John Wick.
I think that was
if
LeBron.
Somebody plays, listen, bro. If somebody plays 76 games, bro, you don't get to highlight their injuries or their knickknacks, because, in my opinion, there wasn't none.
I got to double check
76 games.
I got to double check that to see if he played that many games. I got to double check that. I
okay,
think that was
okay. You know what? Well, you go on mute and double check that while I say what's up to D-Bonner, bro. Because you is unbelievable, bro. What up, D-Bonner, bro?
Man, what's up, Art? Salute to everybody.
Man, sorry you had to listen to that, bro, because that nigga be tweaking.
Nah, the crazy part is though, I think John Wick he goes overboard about his criticism with AD. I won't hold that against him or anything like that, but a lot of stuff he said outside of that was spot on. I have to agree with him.
Yeah, that's a 6-4 record. It's gonna make people feel a lot of different ways.
Yep. So originally I had called him going 6-4. Which, let me start off with some of the better things that's been going on. I like the focus, some of the focus they played with, and the energy and effort they put into playing under JJ Redick. Some of the stuff he said he wanted to implement in this past off season, you see it. AD being the focal point, more ball movement, them attacking the boards a little bit better. So, kudos to them that, and they one game over 500. So I got to give them that. Doing great at home, protecting the home court. That's big. Playing a lot better. Some of them, well, I'll get to that later, but yeah, playing a lot better. 5-0, I think, or 5-0, I think, at home. Protecting your home court, that's a plus. So, again, kudos to him. JJ Redick, he's a lot more engaged than what Darvin Ham was the prior 2 seasons. So that, that's a great thing you want to see. However, now this is where some of my, reservations come into play. Yeah, Austin Reaves, he's playing shot lights out at the home, but on the road, he was shot terrible all the road games. He wasn't just the only one, but like I think Bound 2 said in the chat, some of the role players is highly inconsistent. AD, I called it. I said he's gonna have an MVP season. Again, he's in his prime. You're gonna expect him to do what he does, what he do from an offensive standpoint and from a defensive standpoint as well, which I think that a lot of people don't. I had him as defensive player of the year last year because he covers it up a lot of hiccups and things that you don't see without this team. You see within his team, and he's great on that end. But yeah, man, just games like Detroit, some of those gimme games, like you can't lose those games. Again, my objective this year is to be completely out of the play-in tournament, period. No in the play-in, no we tiptoeing in or anything like that. We need to be a solidified 1 through 5 seed, 1 through 6 seed, and that's it. Max Christie, I think he's completely I don't think he's the player that a lot of people envision him to be or his potential. It's just not it. Rui, he's been playing the last 3 or 4 games, something like that. No consistency with that. I don't know what's going on with him. However, even with that inconsistency, I would trust him better than what I would trust him way more than what I've seen with D'Lo. Proven multiple times throughout his career. He's not a second year, third year player. He's a veteran at this point, 8 or 9 seasons. He's shown you that he can't be trusted in high leverage moments when the lights are the brightest. So even with this new role on the bench, it's only been like 2 games. And let's just be honest, against the Raptors, not a great team, heavily depleted. And I forgot who else I think we played against, but I need to see. You said who?
It was the Pistons.
Pistons, yeah, the Pistons. I need to see a little bit more before I'm going into the mode of, oh man, this team just looks so different. D'Lo is the answer on the bench. We got that because I'll be real, he has played solid off the bench or whatever like that. But with me, I've seen enough of him to know I can't trust him. And with any player, when it gets to that point where I can't trust you, I'm done giving out chances. I'm done saying maybe, what if this happened or anything like that. I need to know for sure, are you going to be that consistent player? Are you going to be someone who we can depend on and et cetera? And I'm not sure that's something with him. Another thing that I want to speak on as well. Christian Wood, Vando, with them being out, there's some things that, we don't know the timeline. I'm with other people when they say don't rush back, because we've seen how that can, hurt you in the end. Vando, Exhibit A last season, kept coming back too soon. Now you end up having surgery on both his feet at the end of the season. I still think you need to make a few moves, tweak the roster a little bit, because if we're being honest, if we really want a championship, they're not there yet. They're middle of the pack. I can argue. I've seen some of this. Some of what we've seen right now. I've seen it with some of the players before the last 2 years. So I want to be sure. I want to know that, hey, this is it. We're gonna roll with it. I'm not gonna be fanned out and just say, oh yeah, they got the championship, whatever like that. I gotta just be real. Just surveying the field, especially in the Western Conference, where it could be another year to where, you have winning teams still in the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th spot. So we definitely need to make one more move. I definitely want to see Jackson Hayes. Let me talk about him. He's been better. I like the fact that when AD went out last game, the man did a decent job. You saw him protecting the rim. Sometimes he's prone to be fouling and everything like that. He was going straight up, playing with controlled energy. I like what I'm seeing with him. But at the same point in time, I still think you need to make some type of tweak to this roster. I think you got to look at it from a realistic standpoint. So with John Wick, I totally disagree with his standpoint on Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is MVP, played 70-plus games last season, been hooping this season, both ends of the floor. Even if sometimes he don't get the double-digit rebounds, he giving you 4 to 5 blocks a game. So you got to respect that. But everything else he said, spot on. I mean, this is kind of the same team with a little bit more, energized, or new coach and stuff. But, is there still a limitation to it? And I think that's still remains true.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked him. What do you need to see to be like, okay, this team can do something? Is it a trade, or is it somebody on this team just, coming alive?
A trade? I mean, I think you got to make some type of trade. I mean, I don't know if that's me or what, but yeah, I think you got to make some type of trade. I don't know what for. I'm not saying you got to go get a superstar or anything like that, but you got to go get somebody who's competent night in and night out, where it's not, they go 3 or 4 games, they're hot, and then they go 4 or 5 games where they just completely lost. You don't know what you're going to get from them. So they got to do something in that department, and I don't think they have that type of player right now. I could be wrong. There could be something Christian was able to do, but what's going on with injury. It's injury.
He out another 4 weeks, just so everybody knows.
Did you hear about him today, D-Brown?
He's out another 4 weeks. Vando, no word on him yet. What type of Vando are we going to be seeing when he does come back? Like, there's a lot of questions when it comes to those two players. But again, I could be proven wrong. They, especially with Wood, he could come back and flourish in the system with JJ Redick. But again, if I'm calling the shots, I'm not waiting too much longer. I'm not waiting till when we're at the day of the trade deadline or anything like that. I'm gonna go ahead and be smart. I know what player is going to give me what, where I'm lacking at, and I'm going to make a move. And you got to do it. You got to do it for real this time. You can't just talk about it. Something freed up. This player, he's unhappy in this situation. Let's wait till summer of 2025. Like, no, LeBron's older. I think he's picking his spots a lot. You see him picking his spots a lot more, and I think that's a smart thing. But at the same point in time, the man's about to be 40, so there's only too much you want to put on him. And I really want to see his minutes come down. He's still playing 35, 34 minutes. It's still a lot to me. We need him at the end of the season, postseason and stuff. So that's where I'm at with it.
Do you?
And I was wrong too.
Hey, do you think that they will be big fish hunting for somebody who will really make a difference?
I'm not sure, Art, but I really don't think you need somebody who's going to be a big sexy name or anything like that. No Diddy. No, I got to say that now. Wait, baby girl. I don't think you need that type of player, but you do need a effective, competent player. I would have went after Jeremy Grant. I would have go ahead and, called the, hey, let's bring him in. Of course, y'all know my stance with DeJounte Murray. I would have made that trade. So, players like that, they're not necessarily those Donovan Mitchell or Embiid or anybody like that, but they're players who are effective in their role, can come in, night out, and they're going to give you exactly what you need. So that's what I think the Lakers need.
I think we need more size on the perimeter. Yeah, we got to make a move. But this team without a move, I'm yet to know their ceiling. I probably wait through a quarter after the season before I'll be like, you know what, we definitely need a move. I don't know. 10 games in, I ain't ready to make that leap yet. If JJ says we got a good enough team, we got to trust our coach.
I mean, but trust him to what extent? Again, he's a first-year coach. He's going to speak that positivity about the players. We got enough or anything like that. I mean, I would do the same thing. But I mean, what coach is realistically going to go out there and say? Is going to come out there and say, "Nah, we ain't got enough. We got them to do something." Like, I mean, they're playing decent right now, so you don't want to, come off and break any type of confidence they do have. But in the back of his mind, JJ knows something got to be done.
Got to be done. Period.
What if that deal includes Rui? What up, Plastic? What up, Jude? What up, Mission? What up, HM3? What's up, y'all? Go ahead.
That's fine.
If it includes Rui got to go.
Yep, sure do.
Only untouchables on this team is LeBron James and Anthony Davis. I've been saying that since the beginning of the time, and that's going to remain the same for me.
Oh, what about Austin? Austin ain't untouchable.
No, he's not untouchable. I mean, again, not saying he's a bad player. I know people like to come to his defense and act like you're saying he don't belong in the league or anything like that. Not saying that at all, because I think he does play a good role on this team or whatever. But if I want to win a championship in this short window, you got to make something happen.
Yeah, and on a lot of nights, and in a lot of nights, Rui, D'Lo, and Reaves can look like the exact same player. On a lot of nights, they look like the exact same. On a bad night, they can look like don't know what you're doing, turning the ball over, you're losing your defensive assignments. You getting crossed up all game. Yeah, they're not untouchable. Name one of them.
Now, if nobody's untouchable, like how big of a need do we go for? Because I heard about a sizable big. I heard about a wing perimeter player, um, maybe even a wing perimeter guard. What
What
direction do we go in to make this team
more of a dire need?
championship worthy?
You're asking which one is more of a need, I guess, or
Yes,
where
sir.
something needs to happen?
Mm-hmm.
Let me think about that. Let me think about that because I did like the fact of bringing in somebody a wing who an actual 3-and-D player, not a one-way player. I like that, but also just seeing how much Anthony Davis means to this team. Again, Hayes has been playing better. Don't get me wrong. I know Christian would have come back, but I don't know if you want to do something in that department. That way, he doesn't have to bang with some of the more physical bigs in this in the league. So I don't know.
And you see, that was the problem. That's why that was one of the biggest problems as to why D'Lo got moved to the bench. You can't have too many players on the court that's taking plays off or not playing defense at a certain level where you can't guard your guy on the perimeter, especially if you playing elite guards and wings. That's why he on the bench. Taking plays off, you just letting guys blow past you, you just looking crazy, looking stupid. So, I do agree with Bonner on that. That's why he on the bench. Where him or Austin Reaves needs to be. They cannot be in the starting lineup together at all.
Yeah,
John Wick, do you think that Cam Reddish is just a placeholder, or do you think that he actually has that spot? What up, Sneed?
I think he has that spot. I think even after, if you watch the post game interviews, I think it was more of just the JJ Redick decision. I think that was a coaching decision and maybe AD LeBron decision. Just listen to their post game interviews and the way they talk. And when they asked AD about D'Lo going to the bench, he's like, "Hey, at the end of the day, we trying to win. We gotta do to win more games." And then when they asked LeBron, so he pretty much was saying D'Lo, D'Lo get with it because we trying to win games. And Bron even said, "Well, Cam is a selfless player. He gonna defend his guy, and that's what we need right now." So and then he said he pretty much gave D'Lo his praise too, saying, D'Lo, he put his ego to the side and he know what he can bring us from off the bench. Yeah, I don't think. Who was gonna start? Max Christie? That ain't happening. Gabe Vincent? That sure ain't happening. Yeah, Cam Reddish will be in the starting lineup to start. To all the Cam Reddish haters, he's there to start and to stay in the starting lineup.
So if Vando is healthy, you don't want to make a change?
No, because he can't. He's not even better than. In my personal opinion, I think he's just as good as Vando defensively, and Cam Reddish is better than Vando offensively. No, and Vando, why are we even talking about trash? I don't even want to talk about Vando. He's irrelevant right now. Yeah. He hasn't been on the, like Ant-Man said, you ain't been on the court in 2 years, nigga. Yeah, I don't really care to talk about Vanderbilt at all because he's right now literally a non-factor. I could care less about Vanderbilt.
I got a question for people like Skinner who says y'all want everybody going. This is the team we got. Are you saying that this team right now that you've seen play a couple games? Are you saying that they're competent enough to go win a championship? It's not about wanting everyone going. I wish y'all would stop saying that because y'all have been actually watching the games. I watched probably 95% of the games the last 4 or 5 years. I actually watched the games. You need to make some type of move. That's just the way it is. And I was on that part. I kind of disagree with John with what he said because at the same point in time, I think Vando, he's more effective defensively and also just hustling overall. He's going to get you those offensive rebounds, those extra hustle plays and stuff. So that's why I would go with him right now. But again, I do understand the fact that people have been saying he hasn't played in a year or he hasn't played in a while. So But with me, I would go with Vando. If I'm talking about the Vando and how I don't know how he's going to be again because he's coming back from 2 surgery on both his lower extremities and both his feet. And he's a player. He needs that for movement, speed, and everything else.
And that's the thing. Right now, they're not telling us something because Vando is dealing with a serious injury. Gotta be. There's something that's not being said with Vanderbilt. So when Art asks the question, what do I think about him coming back? Is like, what he got to be on the court to play. I don't know what I don't know if he's still capable. These injuries after surgeries and things, players aren't the same. There's very few players who come back from long-term injuries like those ankles and calves and feet that are the same. So I don't know. I can't say that about I don't have an opinion on Vando, bro. He's pretty much has been in street clothes. Like that's all he's been.
I definitely agree with y'all on Vando. It's kind of depressing if you really think about it. But you have a heel, Achilles foot injuries, and especially anything dealing with the Achilles, you don't know what they're gonna look like when they get back. And it's probably was bad. I'm gonna say when they went in there to do the surgery, it was bad, and it was probably giving him the same time length that like an Achilles tear will take.
So
And I think that's what really happened, and they're just not telling us. Go ahead, Bonnie.
I was just about to ask, what is the exact injury? I guess what is it?
Okay, imagine the back of your foot connected to your heel. Your heel is connected to your Achilles. Right there is where the injuries was, where the heel connects to the Achilles. Some people have tendonitis in it where it can get really bad, where you can miss a lot of time. Anthony Davis has Achilles tendonitis, but he's been, you know what I'm saying, it just haven't flared up in forever. Probably dealt with it already. But if it gets to the point where it's a tear or something like that, and they got to go do surgery, you normally out, you know what I'm saying, for a good year.
Wow. Appreciate that. Wow.
And this happened, they say he got surgeries. It happened on February 1st, if I'm not mistaken. And he got surgery at the end of the season, which was in March, April. If this nigga don't come back to next year, bro, yeah, something happened to his.
And if you see, we almost 8 months later, and this nigga still ain't healthy. They just said they don't have no return date. They don't have no update on Vanderbilt. He's literally just a wait. Right now, he's a wasted roster spot. That's the way I see it. Like, there's no point in saying what he can do when he get back. The Lakers got to win games now. I wouldn't mind putting him in a trade package. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I wouldn't mind throwing Vando in a trade package, even though it sounds crazy because teams see him, he unhealthy, no team would want him, y'all get that. But to throw somebody off or to throw a team off, hey, I'll throw Vando in the trade too. But a couple more players for the right piece. Got to be for the right piece. It can't just be for a scrub or anybody that's still, what the Lakers got that's better than what they would trade for. I'll throw Vando in a package.
I don't think he's coming back probably. If I had to guess, y'all, ain't there one of them niggas gonna play this year.
Mm-hmm. Who you talking about? Who else?
Christian Wood.
Yeah, that's a and that was my problem with the what they was telling us with Vando at least. We'll see him early November and all this. Is like, man, just stop. I mean, he's severely hurt right now. He's had surgery. We don't know, and that's fine. But y'all right. I mean, availability is the best ability. So I don't know, man. I mean, I want him to come back and be just as effective as he was, or even better. But again, it's an unknown.
Definitely is. And I ain't gonna lie, Kendrick Nunn traumatized the hell out of me. And then Gabe Vincent, and now Vando and Christian Wood. See, this is I don't like that repetitive stuff, bro. It seems like it's happening over and over again. What? Do a trade? I don't know. You can't trade injured players. I definitely agree with that, Skinner, man. And what's up, Joseph, man? And we just gotta, like Bonner said, we just gotta hope they can be useful when they get back, man.
Yeah, that's just two. That's just two wasted roster spots, right? It's like having, the end of the bench, literally the 11th, 12th man on your roster. They're just wasted roster spots. Christian Woods and Vanderbilt at this point. They haven't done anything to help the Lakers win games this season. They haven't done anything to help them be 6-4. Anything on the court.
So can
So
we
right
hold
now
down?
you're counting on, and right now you're only counting on. The sad part about it is, God forbid Hayes go down.
Is your mic going in and out, or is that just me?
That's you.
Yeah, his mic's solid right now.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. God forbid anybody. One of it's right now. The Lakers are depending on Anthony Davis and Jackson Hayes. That's it. Boy, because God forbid, you know what I'm saying, either one of them gets some catastrophic injury or they out for months or weeks, right? What's going to happen when it's just AD or Hayes has to play center for AD and there's no Wood, there's no Vanderbilt? It's going to be a lot of small ball. It's going to be a lot of bad games. It's going to be a lot of it's going to get bad, bro. I'm telling you. They need to be looking for a big right now.
To your point though, and this for you two are, I mean, should they just start playing Coloco more, like just to familiarize itself with the team, what they try to run as a plays and stuff? But because what if something does happen like that? I don't want it to, of course, but man, he's they acquired him, like you got to play him, got to give him some type of minutes and go.
I agree.
I watched that South Bay Lakers game, that first one, right? And it was some white dude who was for the South Bay Lakers, vastly outplayed Coloco. I was like, okay, who is that guy? He had that kind of game. I ain't saying bring him up or nothing like that. I just wanted to point out, like, I don't know how far Coloco is along. I think that he's there strictly if anybody gets hurt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And same with me. I've never seen him play before. If I'm being honest, I don't know anything about this man.
And he got to get in shape because he is small. Like, he's smaller than Hayes. Like, he's a tall, lanky guy, but he's like smaller than Hayes. He's not like a big center. He's like a wing, like a wing, like a KD. That's like KD playing center, but even shorter than KD. Like, he's not. I don't know. I got to see him play. And he been out for 2 seasons with blood clots. It's not his fault. I'm not blaming him for that. Because I think he did do his thing with the Raptors when he played for the Raptors. But
yeah, he was just out one season.
Out for 2 seasons.
Just one season.
One season?
Yeah, one season.
Well, he been out for a whole season. He was dealing with really like health issues.
Yeah, that's why I think he's probably just not there yet. But that's one of the just the situations we find ourselves in. What route do we take? Do we go try to trade for a competent big, or do we, try to fix our perimeter defensive problem? It's a lot of different things, bro.
Yeah, man, it's something that the front office just ain't take care of in the offseason. They just said y'all boys running back.
I agree 100% with that. Y'all know that's how I feel. I've even spoke about it in the offseason. But Reddish, though, I like what he's been doing. I can't say that enough, man. I thought the last 2 games, or at least one game, I think because he scored at least 10 points or something like that, and it was just settle. It wasn't him trying to settle. Excuse me. It wasn't him trying to do too much or overplay his role. He's been shining in his role, hitting the layups. He's even hit a few knockdown shots. I mean, shout out to him. He's brought some energy to the defensive end, especially on that perimeter, because like we've all known, and this is not to keep talking bad about him. That duo of Reaves and D'Lo and of D'Lo and Reaves on the perimeter, players aren't seeing them, man. And I'm not. They're like turtles out there, and not to talk bad about them or anything like that, but man, you have seen them. They look better with Reddish in the start lineup, bro.
Yeah, because teams opposing wings and guards don't fear D'Lo and Reeves. They don't fear them. They going after them every game. Hell, the Pistons guards are going after them, but the Pistons have elite guard play. Even though they still might be a bad team overall, they're a better team this year. But no, they when the other guards see when they see D'Lo and Reeves, all they see is lunch meat, bro.
Hey, y'all know what our record was last year at the 10?
Was it 5-5?
What it was?
5-5. Yep.
5-5.
Yep.
Hey, at least they up one.
Yeah, but look though, I don't think and I know people will probably hear all that and they'll be like, man, just we can never hear anything positive. It's not like being that. I feel like this. The Lakers have a lot of good going on with this team, but you still have to make sure you implement just like being that. I feel like this. But yeah, you just implement another piece or two or something because again, too much. If AD go down, if this happens, if that happens, and we got Vando and Christian Wood out, like you don't want to be that type of team, man. And then I would love for Max Christie, to be that player for us, but we gave him. I mean, damn, I don't know why we gave him 32 million, 35 million, however much we gave him. He's just not. He's not. I don't know. Maybe
not good. He just ain't good. He ain't good. And Redick tried. I think Redick really, because he hasn't been playing that much for the past like 4 or 5 games. He hasn't gotten much burn at all. But I think Redick tried. He's just not that good. I mean, it is what it is. He's not that good of a basketball player. He can defend, but he's not knocking down open shots. He missing defensive assignments. He don't know what he's doing on the court. Like he look confused when you're on the court. So yeah, he's just not that good. I'd say that. Nothing hype about Max Christie. There's nothing to be hyped about with this dude.
Yeah, and what you said was totally true. We can't say he hasn't been given the opportunity this year. Like Redick really inserted him, tried to give him minutes and everything. It's not it right now.
It just didn't work. But opportunity. Hey, I think he pulled the trigger hella quick. I can't lie. It's only been 10 games. It didn't happen about like 6 games ago. He pulled that trigger quick, y'all.
I mean, he was
just like he pulled the D'Lo. Go ahead, Bonner.
Now go ahead. He played him a good 4 or 5 games where he was giving them real minutes and stuff like that. Like
he did. And if you're coming back, and the reason he pulled so quick, just like he went ahead and benched D'Lo fast. The reason he did that was because you've been with this core long enough, and this team, you played enough NBA games and have had enough NBA professional minutes on the court to not know what you're doing when you're on the court. To keep getting beat, to keep letting cuts and you getting backdoor. Like you've been with this group long enough, ain't no excuses. If you this knockdown shooter that defend and you this and that, well then you shouldn't be this. You shouldn't have went back. You shouldn't be the guy that's getting in the last 2 minutes or minute when the Lakers up 15 already or 20 plus. So
who was his battle against then to start the season? So it was against Connect 4, and Connect 4 ended up getting them minutes.
I think it was what's starting right now. Cam, I think they all hit Cam, Connect, even and Max Christie. It was a matter of who's gonna be the odd man out and whatever like that. And the thing that set whatchamacallit or Cam Reddish apart is what he provides defensively. We have a need. And he provides that. It's a lot of redundancy within some of the players, like great offensively, but that's it, nothing else. Even if they can't play defense good, they're terrible with rebounding. or anything else. So, that's why he's starting right now.
That's crazy. Did anybody think Cam Reddish was gonna be a starter this year, this early? That's
Definitely not.
crazy.
But if I'm being real though, I knew I was like, I understand they don't want to. Well, I don't know what because he never really talked about what he wanted Cam Reddish to do for them this season. But I was like, you're gonna have to eventually insert him in because, again, the defense is gonna be an issue. I knew it. I just knew it.
Yeah, it is very much so. Our worst two players have been Gabe Vincent and Max Christie by far.
Gosh, I forgot about him. Gabe, I don't know what. And I'll be honest, I was one of those ones. I was excited when we got him. I'm like, okay, he'll be a decent role player, and I don't know what. I don't know if it's the injury. He's been like every other Heat player that's come to the Lakers. He's continuing on with that tradition. Not impactful at all.
Now, hey, he's playing though, so
Hey, Art,
hopefully
I'll
he
be
can
right
turn it
back. I'll
around,
be right
man.
back.
He's playing.
Heard me, Art?
What to do?
I would say I'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Gabe
I'm not
Vincent.
getting off the stream though. I'll just let you know I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm not getting off the thing though.
Okay. You 80 hater? Now let me stop. But we got Memphis tomorrow with the D-bottom, man. Our next 10. Talk to me about our next 10, bro.
Yeah, AD will be back, so that's a dub. You clearly saw we missed him severely when he wasn't playing last game, but that's a dub tomorrow. And John Moran is out, so you can bank that one. The next 10, what's the schedule looking like? I don't know who we play.
All right, I got you right now. We got the Grizzlies tomorrow, like you said, with no Ja, which is cool. What happened to Ja, by the way?
Hip, some type of hip injury or something like that. I heard they didn't even put a time on his when he'll return. I'm like, dang, he fell pretty hard, but I didn't know it would be to this point.
So him and Chet Holmgren had like the same kind of injury.
Maybe, I'm not sure. I just know
that fall he took, bro. They said he gonna be out for like 10 weeks. All right, so we got the Spurs in our first NBA Cup game Friday after the Grizzlies at San Antonio. Then we got the Pelicans at the Pels. We got the Jazz at home, the Magic at home, the Nuggets at home, and then the Suns. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Then the Spurs, then the Thunder, then the Jazz again. That's our next 10 games.
Okay.
So after the Grizzlies, we got the Spurs. What you think about the Spurs?
I haven't really seen them play, man, but I think we can get them. Honestly, I could see, man, another 6-4, maybe 7-3 record.
Yeah.
You said the Jazz 2 times 2 as well, correct?
Yep.
The
Pelicans. The self-destructing.
OKC is up in there, so yeah.
Yeah, OKC won the game yesterday. They tallest player was 6'6". I think Chet Holmgren, they're gonna miss him. For real. They got away with it the last game, but he was gonna be out for 3 months.
You said he's gonna be out for 3 months?
Yeah, he took a real bad fall. He messed up something in his hip.
Wow.
So I'm counting that as a win. That's the Grizzlies a win, the Spurs a win, the Pelicans, then the Jazz. I'm counting that as a win. That's at the crib, and that's a cup game. Then we got the Magic with no Pablo.
Yeah, okay.
We got the Nuggets.
Just don't take none of these teams lightly. I think that's why you watched last game, of course, when the Raptors came out and they were up, a lot in that first half and stuff. I just think they didn't take them too serious, and the Raptors was kind of feeling themselves because they came back and did what they did the last game we had played them. That's just my thing with the Lakers. Just don't take any of these teams. Don't just think that's a dub. Just go out there and actually get the W.
Agreed.
All right, man. I'm back.
I think our toughest game is probably going to be. I think the Spurs game might be tough. I know the Nuggets game definitely going to be tough, and the Suns game. The Suns are playing really good. Kevin Durant is playing outstanding basketball right now. So is Joker. But you know what? I'm just scrolling through the schedule now. We win the games that we can win, sneak in a few against the good teams. We could stay around the 7-3, 6-4 mark every 10 games. But that we'll have like 48, 49 wins at the end of the year.
That's the same old team the past 2 seasons. What's so different about that?
Because 2 games last year. Two games last year, John Wick would have took us from the see like we say play in, right? But we're only a play in because it's a play in. Say it wasn't a play in, we'll still be a 7 seed. You know what I'm saying? So with 2 more wins, if you remember correctly, that would have put us at like the 5th seed last year because it was so close.
Right.
So I get people be trying to clown us for being a playing team, but we at least we not the 9th and the 10th team in the playing team. Correct?
Yeah, but doesn't that scratch out any type of MVP, DPOY awards? I think that does, because I think that'll put other players with their team in better records and better positions up for those awards. I'm just letting you know, by the way.
I mean, we all know that, John. We're not saying that him winning awards at a 7 seed. We all say that if we're a top 4 or 5 seed with the story, and even then it's still going to be close because he's fighting an uphill battle because he has to change people's minds, right? When it became fashionable to hate on somebody because they got hurt, right, and then to hold that against them even through health. Even through an MVP year, and you an MVP candidate at the end of this year, right? And saying somehow they're gonna hold that against him, he's fighting an uphill battle, bro.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
So say we the 3rd seed. I think he should win it.
I give you that. I'll be fair and give you that. Yeah, they got to be like they got to be at least a top 4 seed, top 3, 4 seed for him to even sniff to be like a last 2 MVP standing candidate. Like if you come down to the wire and he win it, he got to be like, the team has to be. So that means they would have to win more than 46, 47, 48 games, 49. They would have to be in the 50s. Like that's mediocre. Like they're not giving out awards to teams. Well, even if you got superstars on your team, that they're not about to give out an award to a superstar whose team is been up and down all season, or they're a playing team, they're a mid team. So that's what I'm telling y'all.
I mean, I get it. I definitely get it. But I want to say Joker won one as a 6 seed and Russ won one as a 6 seed, if I'm not mistaken. And how that just happened to fall out that year, I want to say that he was around the 47, 48 game win mark.
I don't know how Jokic got about 2 of his MVPs, but I'll leave that to the rest of I see how he got one of them, but I think like 2 of those MVPs he had losing seasons. Like his team wasn't good. So that's where it gets a little tricky with the MVP voting because Joker definitely won MVP that should have went to other players those years that were winning or teams were getting further in the playoffs. I think one year he got an MVP and his team got swept in the first round. So I don't. It's tricky. I don't know why. I don't know how he got 3 MVPs. And people will say he should have won 3 straight, but a couple of those years, his team was not that good at all. And he still got it, which is strange to me. That's the strangest thing to me.
I heard that. All right, so they said KD hurt. Well, they say he out for 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, so that's another. Oh man, hey, so we could pick up some wins, go on a run. We can do a lot of different things, bro. So it's a regular season award. What up, Gravy,
That's
man?
That's the thing. Y'all saying it's regular season where his team wasn't good the whole season. What y'all talking about? Y'all don't even know what y'all talking about. The season, there were about I think it was two MVPs that this man won, where his team was not that good. What the hell are y'all talking about in the chat? In the regular season. Like, if that's the case, well then hell, there should have been players that was in the play-in for the last 2 or 3 years that should have gotten the MVP outside of Jokic. But now they'll switch it when his team was winning, or number 1 in the West, or number 2 in the West, and he's still getting MVP. Something ain't right about the voting, bro. So what the hell are y'all talking about? Be quiet or come on the panel.
Look at you.
The man got MVPs he don't deserve. I don't care. I stand by that. As great as he is, right? And he's putting up amazing numbers this year. I don't know if people are paying attention. He averaging a triple-double right now. That's fine. If Jokic's team can be top of the West, and he continues to do this, okay, you give him MVP, cool. But no, he got like 2 MVPs that he didn't deserve it. Period.
I heard that. Hey, so you ready to apologize to Anthony Davis, bro?
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say earlier. But Bonner was talking. So yes, I do apologize. He did play 76 games last season. The reason that he didn't qualify for an MVP or DPOY was for the same arguments I'm saying right now. He either Anthony Davis was very inconsistent last year, or the team was going to play him.
No, okay. Stop, John Wick. Stop trying to preface it with because, bro.
He was inconsistent last year. He
was not.
Yes, he had single-digit
games.
No, he was
not.
He had games where he scored 12 points.
Come on, bro. Come on. See, and this is my point, bro. He had a great year last year. Right.
I'm not denying that.
He was consistent. He was consistently probably our best player last year on both sides of the floor.
And there was matchups where he didn't dominate.
Hold on, John Wick. But there's always got to be something negative said. You can't even preface your statement, right, by saying that because we had a bad record and we was a play-in team, that's the only reason, right, that he wasn't MVP, Defensive Player of the Year conversation when we know he should have won the DPOY. Maybe not the MVP. Nobody was even talking about him. Even with a good record, only 24-13, that's not going to get you an MVP. So he wasn't even in MVP conversations last year.
Yeah, it was definitely certain matchups. And George, you an old bitter man. Stay in the pit. You go from panel to panel all day. Talking to people, bro, you an old bitter man. Please just stop talking. But to Art's point, I think that the media was they've been paying very close attention to Davis, and I still stand that there were certain matchups last year in certain games. You don't score 9 to 12 points in no game if you're this superstar caliber player multiple times in the season. Yes, he had a great season overall. Over the span of 76 games Anthony Davis played, he had a great season. But there were matchups the world was watching, the ESPN was watching. He didn't show up.
Nitpick? Hold on, stop. Nobody has great games every game, right? So why do you nitpick, John Wick, is what I'm saying. Why do you nitpick and be like, oh, you gotta say, oh, he had a few games where he didn't ball out, but he had a great year. Right?
Yeah.
No, that to me that's hate because nobody does that for nobody.
It's not hate. It's not hate.
It is hate, bro.
And it's not because if you play well, those games I'm talking about that he didn't play well. If you play well for 4 or 5 extra of those games, Maybe y'all have 50-something plus wins, and y'all
No,
a top 5 seed, and you win your defensive player of the year.
That is not true because he played well enough, right, to be second team All NBA and be first team All Defense, bro. You're nitpicking 1 or 2 games, maybe.
It's not 1 or 2 games. Stop saying that. It was multiple.
It
games.
is, bro. You just been a hater this whole time, and you just don't want to see it, bro.
I'm not a hater. I just call out AD for what it was. Last season, he was inconsistent some games. He was.
You making stuff up, bro.
I'm not. You was watching last year. Stop acting like he wasn't. That's why he didn't. That's why he ain't got no awards now.
You are so inconsistent in your own takes, bro. It's ridiculous.
Okay, so why don't your boy AD have any awards?
Because the team is so bad. You have to be. And remember, we said a top 3 seed, top 4 seed, right?
To this year, yes.
Right, and that applies to any year, to any MVP candidate. You can't have a bad record and be an MVP candidate. AD was not the problem last year or the year before that. So I'm just trying to get you to understand that the criticisms is unwarranted when somebody has such a great year. This year, somebody scratched his eye out for the pitcher. You had the nerve to say that it was fake. You had the nerve to
I didn't say it was fake. I just said he's soft.
Nigga, you said it on Bang Station. Nigga, don't make me play.
I said he's soft. Put some goggles on and go play ball, man.
Real, nigga. Me, Dolph, and DJ Killer was laughing at your ass, nigga.
So what?
He
still went off the court.
Laughing at your ass, bro. Because
stop falling on the ground every time somebody hit your shoulder and you fall and grab your knee, nigga. Man up and play ball, nigga. Get up.
And that don't even make no sense, bro.
That's exactly why he ain't got no awards. That's exactly why he ain't got no awards.
Oh, okay, so you mean to tell me AI is soft because he hit the floor all the time? Is what you telling me?
AI played through all his injuries. AI played. AI got to play.
So what is AD doing now?
Warrior.
So what is AD doing now?
He playing. Like,
so what did he do? So what did he do last year?
Well, he played a lot of games. It was inconsistent.
No, but see,
a lot of games.
But we're talking about injuries, right? Playing through injury, right? So what did he do last year?
Yeah, wasn't y'all making excuses for the game that he was?
Are you going to
he was not showing up, and y'all was saying, "Oh, maybe his foot."
Are you going to see? This is called a deflection. You won't answer my question because you know I got you. So last year,
you don't got me.
Whatever knickknacks you're talking about, he played through injury last year, though, right? Yes or no?
Yeah, but he was inconsistent still.
But he did. He was inconsistent. But see, anything you say after the butt don't mean nothing, bro. He was.
So what? You're not getting an award scoring 9 to 12 points for multiple games. It's not happening. Sorry, you're not winning any awards.
I don't even know what games you're talking about. You can't even pull them games up, bro.
He did it against the Kings. He did it against the bro. He did it multiple times against the Kings when Domantas Sabonis. Now this season, that one game they played against the Kings, he dominated Sabonis. Finally, this is what everybody been waiting for. You play Jokic every time, you get outplayed, whether you want to admit it or not.
That is not true because
yes,
everybody says nope. Everybody says. Last year in the playoffs, AD outplayed him. Everybody said the last few matchups, AD did his thing. So you got to be more aware of the narrative, bro, and don't let the new stuff pass you by.
He did not outplay Jokic. Everybody said he played Jokic to a steal. Stop it. He did not outplay Jokic.
But you just said that Jokic outplayed him. So which one?
In my opinion, he did.
So which one is it then?
You guys were saying that Anthony Davis played Jokic to a steal. I still think Jokic outplayed him like he have to pass the playoffs.
Yep. That's your opinion.
You asked me a question about AD, I give you my opinion, and you get offended.
Because you a hater, nigga. I ain't scared of you, nigga. What you mean? What the freak you mean?
Look, I'm not hating, bro. Look, like I said, I think every single game AD has played this season, he has dominated. Outside of course, the game he just went out because he couldn't play the whole game. But other than that, he dominated the Sabonis matchup. He didn't play. He played that Memphis game. No, he didn't play that Memphis game, so I can't say that. But he dominated pretty much every game he played this season so far. So I give him that. I give credit. So far,
okay, but
AD
see,
has
my point. Hey, like if somebody take you know how we ask somebody to step up and be the third option, be more of a scorer, right? I remember you and others used to ask AD to do this exact same thing and saying that he could never do it.
Yeah, it's been 10 games. Keep it up. Keep it
No,
up,
no,
dog.
okay, but see, no, listen to what I'm saying though.
Go ahead.
Y'all said that he could never do this though. When he's doing it, you don't get the you're not afforded the ability to be like, oh well, he got to do it all year now. No, you get to sit
that's
back
what
and watch him
superstars
prove. You get to sit back and watch him prove y'all wrong.
When he proved me wrong, I'll be the first to come up here and say I was wrong.
Again.
No. When he proved me wrong, because I haven't said it yet. But when he proved, I will gladly come on your panel, Art, and give AD. I won't talk about AD no more. If he can prove me wrong this season, I'll leave him alone.
I don't believe you. Because AD bought out last season and you ain't leave him alone.
I will.
You was nice and quiet the whole game.
Last season. I just seen too much inconsistency.
You was nice and quiet the whole game. And
what game?
Somebody tried to scratch his nigga eye out, heard you come. Remember?
I was quiet the whole game. No, I wasn't. I was in your chat. What are you talking about?
You said it in the chat too. He was like, yeah, nigga, I waited for this.
I was in your chat, Art. Stop, bro. I was in your Art, bro. I was in your chat, Art. Stop it.
So Lakers are good.
You was like, nigga, hit the like button, nigga. And I was like, I did, bro. Damn, bro, relax, bro. Like, relax, bro. Hit the like button, bro. And everybody else, make sure y'all hit the like button on Big Art Sports, man. He bring y'all great content at the end of the day. We just see different things on AD. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see how I didn't give him his credit from last year when I said it, but you know.
Because you wouldn't act the way you act. You wouldn't soon as he's like, my whole thing this whole time is like, I never liked it when people get excited or think somebody's gonna get hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like people thinking like that, John Wick, bro, because I'm like, shoot, you wishing bad mojo on my team, bro. That ain't cool.
No, I ain't wishing bad mojo. It pisses me off when I see Anthony Davis constantly on the ground holding or grabbing something.
But
that's what pisses me off.
That's not what's been happening.
He's done that.
What is going on, bro? This nigga played 76 games last year. What is going? What?
And I give you, he played through it. I just told you, but that's the problem. The games where that I was saying, and if you were listening to what I was saying, the game he played through injuries last year, right? Let's just say he did. The games that he wasn't that good in, which there were a few games he wasn't in certain matchups he wasn't. A lot of people was blaming it on injuries, or his foot hurt, or this is hurt, or that is hurt. So it's like
I don't remember none of that. Nobody even mentioned 88 injuries last year, bro. He played 76 games, bro.
He did play 76 games. I said he played. I even apologized. I said I was wrong.
He played somebody who played 76 games, bro, and somebody who was healthy the year before that too as well. Like, I remember years ago telling y'all, bro, when AD led us from the 13th seed to the 7th seed to the Western Conference Finals, I was telling y'all, I said his trajectory is going up, bro. Up, and up. And niggas would not believe me, bro. Niggas was just like, oh, he's going to get hurt again. He's going to do this. Then he came back and had a 76-game season, had a great season, healthy season, right? This year, we got a coach who's implementing Big Art Sports, 3 keys to pass, AD the keys. Making AD the number one option, like I told y'all niggas for years offensively. Letting this nigga close out games. All that, right? We finally doing it. And now this nigga then took an 8-point jump from 24 points to 32 points a game. Man.
So you think he gonna win an award this year?
The awards are really about the schedule. So give me an award and I'll tell you what I think gonna happen.
You say give you a who, Art?
Give me an award and I'll tell you which one I think is gonna happen.
Let's just say MVP.
He definitely can win an MVP. And I will tell you what I think would need to happen. The top 4 seeds, of course, like me and you was talking about earlier, but his storyline is probably the best storyline because sometimes it's about storylines too, right? Russ with the triple-double, Joker, all that. right? It's possible. His is going to be taking the keys from LeBron James, leading a team with LeBron James on it, but actually being the number one option. It's quote unquote taking the keys. Right. So end of the year, we got a lot of wins. We got a high seed. And clearly AD is our best player. Continue to put up these kind of numbers all year. If he's averaging over 30, bro, at the end of the year, that'll get him definitely all things what I just said will get him an MVP, bro.
Okay.
But hold on, because I got to be realistic. Say we finish with the third seed,
Mhm.
it's going to be because it's different pushes for MVP. So we got to talk about players like, say, Luka finished with the best record in the West. That might be a little more what they want to do because, like what you said, people been hating on Anthony Davis so long, it's hard to get it out their system. You know what I'm saying? So if Jason Tatum finished with the best record in the league over in the East, he's kind of set up for the award too as well. Shea, maybe because Shea finished second last year. If he continue to lead OKC, they have a 1 or 2 seed with Chet being gone for 2.5, 3 months. That could be another storyline. It's different things that can happen that can derail AD's MVP race. I'm not crazy. So I
Yeah,
just
he
want to
gonna.
make
Yeah, AD. He definitely. I personally think he got a much higher chance of winning Defensive Player of the Year than MVP because he is uh, the most or one of the most versatile bigs in the league. I think it's only two. I think it's only two, in my opinion. He's one of them, but I think he has a higher chance maybe for DPOY because again, I think Rudy's done. I don't see how Rudy wins a 5th Defensive Player of the Year. I don't see how that happens. But yeah, he got the MVP. He got some competition, bro. And the only reason why he got competition is because they're just going to be teams probably with just better record than the Lakers because they're just teams that's just better than the Lakers. Even though he can put up some amazing numbers, there might. So let's say AD averaging 33, 13, and 2 blocks, right? But
what seed?
go ahead.
Well, no, what seed?
Uh, let's say they like 5th seed, 5th or 4th. Let's say 5th. Let's just go 4th seed. Let's go 4th seed.
I'm gonna say if I had a vote, he would get my vote. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's something about doing something that nobody thought you can do. You know?
Okay. And that'll be fair. But the thing come in. So what do you do if Jokic's team is number 2 or number 1, hypothetically speaking? These are all hypotheticals, and he's averaging 28, 14, and 11 assists in
And
one
that's what
in
I'm saying. I mean, it's
in
gonna
one
be.
block.
It can be people that have better years than AD, right? Because I've always prefaced it with by saying the MVP caliber year because that's the kind of year, you know what I'm saying, that we would need from a number one option. Um, Joker can fall into that category of like, damn, like what you said about Rudy. Do we want to give it to him again? Do we really want to make Joker a 4-time MVP?
Yeah, man, I agree. There's no way, bro. Like, I agree. It's gonna look real bad on the league if this guy somehow happen to win 4 MVPs.
And that's what I'm saying. There's a few people that's on that list, and there's a few people that's in front. Even so far, you know what I'm saying? Because like Donovan Mitchell, stuff like that. So we're saying MVP caliber kind of year from AD. He got a chance to win it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a long way away. Definitely a long way away.
It is. And I think the agenda that's why art is the MVP thing is tough because it is agendas. Like if you've been paying attention to the media and the basket, you've been paying attention to the basketball world. It's been this whole European taking over the league thing, European play. There's been agendas pushed for European players. So I think that's one of the main reasons he's got 3 MVPs, because there has literally been an agenda to overthrow American players and just put European players at the top. When I totally disagree. European players ain't been dominating nothing. Out of the last 5 years, there's only been 2 European players win championships. The other 3 were American players. So, and if you go to the last 15 or 20 years, I mean, you do the math. So I think it's agendas, because when he did win like his second MVP, your team was mid, bro. Like, I just think it's all about agendas, bro. I don't see how he won a 4th MVP. Like, his team gotta be number 1, and he gotta be doing outstanding things on the court. Like, I don't see how he won number 4. It's just like Rudy Gobert winning a 5th Defensive Player of the Year.
That'd be crazy, bro. But you know, like that same kind of push, they're gonna take it away from Rudy and give it to Wemby. They already did it.
You think so?
Yeah, he was the
So they
consensus
already
favorite
did.
to win it before the season even started. They was talking about him winning it already before the season even started. So it's hard for me to say that you're lying, because they're gonna push it from because like at first Rudy's excuse was you know, he got the best defensive team in the league. He's a big part of that. And they base it off your team, defensive team too. But shoot, when Wemby has a bad defensive team, but he plays great defense, and they give it to him, I'm gonna lose my mind, because that means AD should have won about 4 or 5 Defensive Player of the Year awards by now. Because it's not what they said. Why they really didn't look at him like that is because of his defensive team. His team defense was trash. You know what I'm saying? So, but Wemby finished worse. His team defense finished worse than the Lakers did. The Spurs finished like 28th. The Spurs,
Yeah, they did.
Like 25th or something, 24th.
They did. And you see, a lot of people had issues with Rudy winning that Defensive Player of the Year. Like, a lot of people from the legends, the players, the fans, the media, like Rudy, they realized. So I think he's done. Rudy's done. He shouldn't have won it last year, if we're being honest. But hey, it is what it is. He's done winning Defensive Player of the Year. Though he's finished.
Yeah, this will be Wemby's turn. So yep, he just stay healthy, continue to have his high blocks. Whether because you know it's different. Like when you look into it, bro. I remember saying this stat. I'm gonna say this one stat before I get out of here, bro. The blocks is one thing, but if you really want to see how good somebody is, look at their opponent field goal percentage. AD led the league in that last year. Inside the paint field goal percentage, AD led that against. Inside the paint defending percentage, AD led that as well. And just for a breakdown, what that means is that whenever somebody comes to the rim and AD makes them adjust their shot to misses and stuff like that, it means he does that better than anybody else in the league. That means that if he's playing his field goal defensive percentage was one of the best, or if not the best in the league, all of a sudden he goes on the perimeter and can still stop.
Right. Because he can get on the perimeter and do other things outside of protect the paint, which is again, man, it's tricky, man. And he defensively he should have. I don't know. I don't even know. Did AD even finish? Did he finish top 3 last year in voting for DPOY, or was it? It was Rudy, Wemby, and AD was 3rd, right?
I think so. I think he was 3rd.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe even worse. I remember seeing something like he might have been like, I don't know. That's a good question. I might have to look that up.
Now, but one more question before you get off, Art. I know you got to go. Just one more question. Mm-hmm. Now, I do say this: if this man, if they need to look at matchups, right? Because I truly believe if when AD played like the Nuggets and the Spurs, because I think they played the Spurs the first Cup game, right? If he just dominating these dudes all season long, like every game of the matchup, then I don't see how you don't see he's leading. Like if he's getting dominated, if he's not getting dominated, but if he's dominating his matchups, do you for the like certain games, the big games, the games people want to see certain matchups.
He don't get that credit, John Wick. He did it last year. He dominated Wemby last year. Offensively, Wemby couldn't do nothing with him, but he did something defensively against Wemby. He destroyed Rudy Gobert every time he faced him.
He did. He definitely did. He did it this year too.
Every time he faced him. He destroyed Chet Holmgren every time he faced him. Anybody who was mentioned as a defensive player of the year, AD destroyed him last year. Destroyed him. But they didn't look at that last year, John Wick, so I don't think they're gonna look at that again this year.
But why do you think that is though?
Because negativity sells, and sometimes people don't like changing their ways of thinking. And because clearly, if anybody was upset about AD getting hurt, right? If this last year and a half didn't change your mind about his abilities, because the same people will be like, oh, if Anthony Davis is healthy, he's great, or he's this, he's that. But if a nigga been healthy for 2 years now, his consideration should be for what he does on the court, not that, oh, he was injured in the past or things of that sort. So you can see it when you see people talk about like how good he's playing this year. They always preface it with something to make sure that, hey, if he does get hurt, I could be like, you know what, I wasn't all high five on him because I wanted to cover my ass. You know what I'm saying? But at some point, if somebody plays healthy enough for long enough, then you just got to get up to him. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to question him every time some little knick-knack happen because, he plays through injuries. I remember back in the day giving niggas credit who played through their little knick-knacks and hurts because it showed us what's the difference between somebody just being hurt, which is like a little knick-knack, something you can play through, or somebody being injured that you just totally hurt and you got to sit out. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't even think about those things no more when it comes to AD because he been there. Out of everybody wanted him to be there, he been there. So,
yeah,
I ain't
man.
got nothing bad to say about that. All I want to say is that these niggas need to come and play better and be more supportive of the best player on their team because without the rest of the team, we ain't gonna be shit. And I just want us to play good as a team, man. These next 20 games. Hey, one cool piece. What it do? He said, I'm going to the beginning here to update. Big facts. I got an update about AD. He's definitely playing. Anybody who thought AD was going to miss a game off of that needs to get tested. I appreciate you, John Wick, man, for coming up for today, bro.
For sure, Art. Hell of a stream, my guy.
My guy, I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. You don't be here every time you have your stream, dog. So it was a nice stream. Real subtle stream, man.
Yes, sir, man. I'm more stream. I'm gonna see about streaming the game tomorrow versus the Grizzlies, but I gotta work tomorrow. So, is it in Memphis or in LA tomorrow?
It will be in Memphis, I believe. Yes, I think it'll be in Memphis. That's another away game.
Yeah, if it's in Memphis, I might have to see y'all at the post game or something. I'm gonna be able to make it because them damn Midwest games be at 6:30, 7 o'clock. So
yeah, early.
Smack dab in the middle of my work shift. So, but maybe late night do a members only again or something. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been missing out on the members only. So you ain't a member, become a member, man. Don't miss the next one, bro.
All right, bet.
Peace out, bro. D Bottom, man, appreciate you as well, bro. Appreciate the donations today. Dante, I appreciate the donations today, bro. And I appreciate everybody at the chat as well, coming through, making my chat the livest. And I'll see y'all next time, man, on Big R Sports. Hopefully the Lakers then won another game, and we could be 7-4, then 8-4, then 9-4, and then 10-4. And the Lakers gonna be real serious contenders, man. But peace out, y'all, man. I'll get at y'all later.
Basketball isn't easy. All my life, I've been striving to make myself better. It's a full-time commitment. To be the best, you have to work the hardest. You have to chase what seems impossible over and over and over again. Because giving up is not an option.
Haters been counting me out, I'm counting my views and loading my clips. You say my name, you on the list. I'm checking them twice and I'm cooking them quick. Real takes is dying, the fake ones is lit. YouTube is off balance, so I'm back on my itch. St. Louis dirty, big art, sports 30. That's how I like you all on my itch. I won't take a sip, I'm hitting blunts whenever it's lit. Not popping no pills, but do as you wish. I roll with the winners, I love them to death. I got a few friends, not all of them rich. What good is the channels, my brothers is broke. What good is the panels, my dogs can't sit. I'm on my mission, that's why I can't quit. Just like Lebron, get my niggas no chips. Just put the G-Shock back on my wrist. These shoes came with Reaves, he gave me a gift. Back when YouTube hosts praying like this. They act like the legends cannot coexist, but I never beef with a streamer for nothing. If I smoke a YouTube, it's gonna be legit. It won't be for clicks.